I don't remember any of it.
You don't remember?
For you, the day bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
Welcome to the Rated G for Gamers podcast, our E3 2018 Day 3 episode spectacular. Welcome. Just a quick reminder before we start that you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, YouTube, and Vero at Rated G for Gamers. You can always email us at info@ratedgforgamers.com. We appreciate all the love. I'm your host, Dave Rotino. This is my co-host, Dan, I can't wait to play Spiderman Robinson.
What's going on, man?
We had a great Day 3 conference.
Conferences. We had several conferences.
Conferences, yes. There was a bunch that went down today. Square-Enix, sorry. Ubisoft.
You
Sony.
can call them Square. People don't really say Square-Enix. They just say
Square-Enix.
Square-Enix.
It's Square-Enix. That's the name of the company.
Yeah, you know what? It's just Square. I'm just waiting for someone to be called Circle, right? I love Circle's conference.
Circle's conference. Well, we don't have any Circle, but we do have Ubisoft and Sony, which closed out today, and the limited run conference went down today. Very interesting conference, which we will be covering on tomorrow's show with Nintendo.
They had a lot of Switch news, so it's fitting that we talk about it tomorrow. Right?
Yeah, they did. So I think without further ado, we should get into the Square conference.
Well, before we get into Square, we failed to talk about the little tidbit that Phil Spencer said at Xbox conference yesterday. Now, mind you, it's my fault we didn't mention it. I was hella exhausted. I literally traveled from like 3 states, got here, and we just started recording because I was watching the conferences while I was on the road. He mentioned that they were working on a next generation consoles, plural consoles.
Sure.
Like,
that's
crazy that he's already mentioning next gen. So there is a next gen. Like there will be another gen. There will be an Xbox One X.
Right. I mean, I think you correctly along with all the other analysts predicted that not this year, but next year we'll get the announcements for the new consoles. So you're right. I mean, they're definitely working on them. Phil Spencer confirmed there are multiple consoles coming out, probably a Pro and a regular. Like you said, you were like, they're probably doing 2 versions for launch. Which is interesting.
I'm going to get both. It's going to cost me $1,000.
I will get the more powerful one and be done with it, and pick up the other one at a Goodwill like 5 years down the line. But sure.
Yeah, listen, at the Goodwill it'll still be $400.
No, you're going to be $1,000 in on day one and still not have any games to play.
Wow, throwing shade. The Xbox guy throwing shade at Xbox.
I'm not throwing shade at anybody. If anything, I'm throwing shade at you for throwing extra money around.
Listen, they bought like 20 studios yesterday.
I know. They're like, we want you. There's just like Thanos. They snapped a finger and they got all these studios.
Well, I got to be honest, and I know we throw around the you're an Xbox guy, I'm a PlayStation guy. We're both Nintendo guys, right? Mm-hmm. But all seriousness, Nintendo, Sony got Naughty Dog, right? Yep. And Naughty Dog was doing what, Jak and Daxter, like platformer,
Jak and Daxter, yeah,
right? When Sony took them in, and now they're like considered one of the best studios in the world, right? Because they put out amazing games, and
they also did Crash Bandicoot too. I mean, your favorite.
I know, but I'm just saying. Well, that was prior to the Jak and Daxter games.
Yeah,
and then they, after they became in-house with Nintendo officially, it's like
Or
now
Sony.
they're doing Sony. Now they're doing like amazing like AAA games, right? They're like industry standard, right? Everybody they're the measuring stick, right? As of right now. Microsoft doesn't have the best track record, right? They took Rare in when Rare was in rare form, right? And
Rare was at the top of their game, and then they put out like nothing under Microsoft's tutelage.
so I'm just saying, Microsoft acquired all the, 4 studios. They built one from the ground up, and they acquired 4 other studios. Hopefully they learned the lessons from the past of what they did with Rare, and they let these guys, they nurture them to do big and better things.
Not just a Rare. They had Lionhead Studio, who was doing Fable exclusively. That got disassembled, right? The company that was making Scalebound, like they canceled that project.
Listen, I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm just trying to look at the track record and say, hopefully they've learned the lessons from the past and they could do better going forward with all of these studios. Because getting all this talent means nothing if you don't give them the freedom to do something different. Right.
I mean, they bought up everybody. They had BioWare for a minute,
So
and then
that's all I'm trying to say. That's all.
Yeah,
Again,
I'm 100% with you. It is a viable strategy to pick up all these studios. Then you got to let them breathe. You got to let them do their thing, right?
Yeah. All right. So let's get into the Square-Enix conference. A little lackluster, I would say.
You're being very generous. I would say right off the bat, I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it. On the Dave scale, this conference was trash.
Wow, I hate to see what you rated.
You'll trust me. You're gonna be very surprised by the rating. It wasn't a full on conference. It was more like a showcase, I guess. Right? Here's like a bunch of trailers back to back.
Well, but in fairness, this wasn't like a full blown conference. It
was a quick little
direct.
half hour.
It was a direct.
Minute.
It was a Square-Enix direct, right? So I gotta be honest. I thought it was semi better than you did.
Right.
I thought it was better than you did.
There was some new stuff in there, but like the problem that I had was a lot of it was just a rehash, right? Even like their Kingdom Hearts trailer that they had was just the same one that Microsoft had, like literally the same one Microsoft had the day earlier, right? It was like, don't you have extra footage? Like, you were the studio putting this game out. Can't you kind of drop some new little trailer? Cobble something together exclusively for your little montage.
Well, okay, let's start from the beginning. They came out the gate with Tomb Raider, right? The third reboot, right? The third installment in the reboot. They showed some extended gameplay where it's really extended stealth gameplay, which looked pretty cool, looked awesome. And they have underwater swimming sort of stages that you can have, which seemed awesome. They talked about, and they have wall running, and they actually have tombs that you can actually raid because he's a Tomb Raider.
Who'd have thunk?
Wow, mind blown. Right.
Raiding
tombs. Yeah.
The name of the game is a thing you can do in the game. You can raid tombs. Crazy.
I'm more excited for the underwater challenges or levels or that looked pretty cool. They sort of mentioned as a side note, had a montage. Again, not a big stealth guy, but just it looked like you didn't have to do it stealth. You could sort of like not running gun, so to speak, but you didn't have to be too stealthy. And that looked awesome.
Right.
I'm all for it. I want to play this game. Again, I wasn't too crazy about the first one. The second one was really good. Just, I was playing it in the middle of playing like 1,000 other games. And
right. Well, I mean, it came out during Christmas one. It came out like mid-November when everything else was coming out. So, kind of got lost in the shuffle a little bit, I think.
Yeah, but Dave, we talked about this yesterday. When it's Christmas one, it's just Christmas.
I don't understand. We have a 2. Christmas. There has to be a 1 before there's a 2, right?
It's
Christmas 1. It's the first Christmas, and then we have the second Christmas.
So we're gonna talk about this when we talk about Sony's press conference, but when they did The Last of Us, it wasn't called The Last of Us 1. Okay. It's just called The Last of Us.
But it's the first game in the series.
I know.
I'm not
wrong. That's why it was called just The Last of Us. And the second one
look. I'm still gonna call it Christmas 1, all right? Christmas the first.
Like if you call
Christmas Prime. There we go.
I guarantee you if you
Christmas Prime.
I guarantee you. And you know what? I would love Boom Night to shed some light on this, or anybody, even a cartridge gamer, to back me up on this. If it comes out during Christmas, I think we all get what you mean. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
I could easily assume Christmas 2. I don't know. We have solidified.
Dave,
the gaming industry has solidified the 3 months after Christmas to be Christmas 2, right? Big AAA titles are coming out. Everybody wants them. They do really well. They sell well. That is now known as Christmas 2, all right? So there is also a Christmas 1. There is that, late September to right up until Christmas on the 25th of December, which is known as Christmas 1.
You're just gonna die on the hill, huh?
Yeah, that's right. I planted that flag, man. Come at me.
You're just doubling down, huh?
That's right. I'm 100% doubling down.
You're not gonna let it go. You are too far. You are dug in. You are too far in.
Okay. I may go so far as to make T-shirts up.
You know what? I'll wear a T-shirt that says Rated G Christmas 1 if you wear a GMG T-shirt.
I'll get back to you on that.
All right. Now, Dave, I'm surprised. Anything about this franchise, I would think you would say this direct. I'm going to call it direct. I'm not going to call it conference because it wasn't a conference. It was a direct.
Yeah. Direct is a good word for it.
I'm going to say that you would say that this direct was awesome because you are the biggest Final Fantasy fan I've ever met in my life. That scares me sometimes.
I think you misunderstand what Final Fantasy 14 is. It is very much a different breed of Final Fantasy game. I mean, it's still in the same fantasy realm, and there's some elements that are similar, and some characters that share across all the games. But this is like an online MMO game, right? I am done with MMOs. They take way too much time. There's a monthly fee for them. It's a whole big thing.
Well, they talked about Final Fantasy 14 Stormblood Online, and
right.
I guess it's more content called Under the Moonlight.
Yep. So it's like a full expansion, which we knew was coming. So that wasn't really any new news, and it was kind of a lot of stuff we've kind of seen before in a way. I guess the biggest news is there's a Monster Hunter World crossover, right? You get to fight.
I mean, yeah. I think that seemed to be awesome, and it's coming out this summer, so it's coming out soon.
Yeah. So I think it's like a special event. You fight. I don't actually know the Monster Hunter lore so much, but I think they said it was like a Rathalos or whatever. So you get to fight one of the big set piece monsters from Monster Hunter World in Final Fantasy 14 with an 8-man team or whatever. I think so. That should be kind of cool for fans of both series. It's kind of an interesting crossover. But yeah, this is not something I'm going to be playing.
This is going to go crazy in Japan, and all the Final Fantasy lovers, Final Fantasy MMO lovers, all the Monster Hunter lovers. This seems like this is like a crossover, made in heaven, right? A match.
Oh, yeah, no. It is 100% a good bet.
So, next, a game that I'm looking forward to, Life is Strange, the Captain Spirit.
Right. I mean, this is they premiered it at Microsoft's conference. They showed a slightly different trailer, I want to say. Right?
They did. It was a short trailer.
Yeah.
So this is in no way what we've been waiting for. This is not a sequel to original Life is Strange.
No, but it is in that world.
It is in that world. It's a free DLC. It is free. We have confirmed. Yes, Dave was right. It was free.
Yeah, it's 100% free to play. I mean, they said, yeah.
Well, it's an episode. It's just an episode that's free, and it's coming out June 26th. So I'm looking forward to it. That looked
Yep.
awesome. I'm gonna get it. Also, Dragon Quest 11. I'll be honest, not up on my Dragon Quest log. Didn't know there were 10 other games.
Yeah, this was the highlight of the show for me. Like, this was actually really cool.
However, but just before you go crazy, because I know this was really cool to you, and I know you do play Dragon Quest on. I used to play Dragon Quest on your 3DS, right?
Yeah, 3D. Yeah, I'm all the way back to Nintendo, man. I take it back to Dragon Warrior.
Yeah,
before they got the license back.
It was spoiled. Canadian Walmart spoiled it, right? Mm-hmm. The true E3 that happened like a month ago.
The true E3.
The true E3 hashtag the true E3. Canadian Walmart. They did say there was going to be a new Dragon Quest game, and everyone thought it was going to be Dragon Quest Builders 2, right?
Yeah.
Because that would make sense. We had Dragon Quest Builders 1, which I actually enjoyed. I downloaded a demo on the Switch, but I have it for the PS4. But this is a new Dragon Quest 11 game, echoes of an elusive age name. Crazy, gotta say.
Oh, they're always insane.
But you're crazy for this. You kept raving.
I mean,
about
I'm excited.
You
I'm definitely excited for this. Yeah. I am as they say, hype. Right? I am as the young kids say, hype.
That's what the kids say. Mm-hmm. That's what the kids say.
Yeah.
They say hype.
Yeah. Apparently, that's that's kind of the new word. The new word is hype.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of thinking is a word that they don't use that's hype, because I think hype is something that we used when we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
Do the kids still wear their hats backwards? What is that?
I think they wear them sideways now.
Sideways? Oh my god, I'm so out of it.
Now.
I am so out of touch. I'm an old man.
Old man gamer. There you go.
Old man game. OMG. Old man game.
That was just sitting there. That was sitting there for the longest time, and we never said it. Old man gaming.
You know what? I just want to I'm gonna get a T-shirt with Marcus Phoenix on it, and just put OMG at the top, and be Old Man Gamer in the back. That's what I want to do. Okay, I know you would rock that T-shirt with a big ass chainsaw in the back.
I'll put it together. Oh well,
it's in the back. It's in the back. You can't see it. You can't see it. Anyway.
Just because I can't see it doesn't mean it's not deadly. All right.
And then we got a teaser. Babylon's Fall. It's made by Platinum Games. It's coming out PS4 and Steam, and it's coming out in 2019. No idea what this game is.
It looked pretty, but granted, it was all CG in the trailer and the whatnot. No gameplay footage really, so
we got an extended look at Just Cause 4.
Looks like Just Cause 3 with better graphics, as we expected. I think
you can drive the cars, have new cars, new destructible environments, all yada yada. Wasn't a big fan of Just Cause 3. It was a little boring, I have to be honest with you.
Surprising. For a game that lets you blow up anything, you were really bored of this game.
I was really, but I gave it the good college try, man. I literally put like 6-7 hours into this game. I was just like, I am so
6-7
bored.
hours. You call that? Well, yeah. No. I guess it's a decent amount of time.
I said the college try. I go to class. I got to study.
Right.
That's what the kids do when they're in college. They got to study, right? That's what kids do in college or party. When I was a kid. So it was a little boring. However, no. What was the franchise that started out Red Faction?
Yeah, you blow up any wall.
Yeah, that was boring too. That game was boring. And we have a remake coming out. And that was a boring game too. I mean, look, Just Cause 4 looks cool. I'm gonna be honest. And again, I have all the other ones, so why not buy this one? I will give it a try. I will say one thing you know about me. I can't say something that's corny or whack. Well, I don't know if the kids still say whack. That's the theme of this episode. What the kids say compared to what the grown man gamers say.
Kids say the darndest things.
Kids say the darndest things.
2018 edition.
However, I can't really say it. I say it can look like a bad game, but I can't tell you it is a bad game.
You got to really get your hands in the dough. Of course. You got to really see how it is, and then make an informed opinion based on that. Yeah. Of course.
So that's why I buy every game, so I can
Mm-hmm.
actually give you an informed opinion. I put 5 minutes into it, and I say I can't go any further because this game is, as we used to say when we were kids, whack. Anyway, and then we get this cool trailer for another new game, which is a little bit mysterious because I literally when I first saw it, I was like, wait, is this Devil May Cry? Like, wait, how is this possible? Like, because at first it looked like it was a Devil May Cry game.
A little bit,
first,
yeah.
right? And it's The Quiet Man. Like, he's deaf, he can't hear.
Right.
And it went from live action to sort of like a CG trailer, and then back to live action.
Yeah, it was interesting.
It's coming out for PS4 and Steam. We'll hear more about it in August. So I don't know if that means Gamescom, right? What we worry about in Gamescom, or will we hear about more Tokyo Game Show? I think that's late September. Early September, and I don't think that's in August. So
yeah, I would venture a guess. It's probably not going to be this year. Probably Christmas 2 or sometime over the summer, maybe. We'll probably get something like you said, like a Gamescom or like TGS, maybe. Maybe we'll get like an extended gameplay thing at the Game Awards, possibly. I'm excited. I mean, it looks cool.
You know what? I can't let it go. So
what?
We have Christmas.
Yes.
Okay.
Back to this again, huh?
And then we have Christmas 2.
Yeah.
Is it possible that we can have Christmas 3? Like, since we're doing the number thing, like, is it like if every AAA game comes out in July, is that Christmas 3?
I would. Okay.
Would you call it Christmas 3?
We would have to look at the charts and the whole trending thing or whatever, right? But Christmas 2 is kind of a new phenomenon as of maybe
and when does it cut off
4 or 5 years ago.
And then when does it cut off at Christmas 2?
Christmas 2 ends in like March, man. If your game
comes out in
after
April,
March,
is it Christmas 3?
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
Uncharted came out in
a
April.
Christmas 3 because here's the thing. The reason it's called Christmas 2 is because for the longest time, if your game didn't make the Christmas deadline, that meant it was doomed to fail, right? And you couldn't make it in time. It comes out after Christmas. Yeah, that's when all the shovelware games come out, right? So it was like the dead zone.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't anything good that came out around that time, and if it did, it was a fluke, right? So then, companies started wising up and said, you know what? Like, there are people that have money who live and work all year round and want to play video games, not just around Christmas. And they're like, wait a minute. What if we put our game out after Christmas intentionally and have it be a AAA big title? Will people still buy it? And the answer was yes,
I just want to know if it comes out in August. Like if we have if Halo, if a new Halo, if Halo 6,
we have to
Uncharted, a new Uncharted game, and Gears game, and a Mario game, and Zelda game, all come out in July, August. Is that
The Witcher came out in June, and that didn't spur anything, right? That was one game. That was one lone game. So
I just want to know if that's Christmas 3. That's all I want to know.
We'll see.
We'll call it Christmas 3.
The data is inconclusive. All right.
Because it is winter somewhere in August. It is winter.
Okay. We'll have to crunch the numbers and see.
All right.
I can't give you any definitive answer.
All right. Well, speaking of third installments, they ended with another extended gameplay trailer of another trailer, I should say, of Kingdom Hearts 3 that's coming out, I guess, Christmas 2, the beginning of Christmas 2, January 29th.
It's coming out early January.
I don't know if you want to defend yourself, Mr. Dave, against some of our Instagram comments, because they were saying they disagree with you and saying that they think this game is still going to sell because kids will be getting their consoles for Christmas, and then after Christmas they're going to want to play this game.
I mean, look, yeah, the game is still going to do well, but again, everybody buys games during the holiday season for their kids. This game is geared towards younger kids. Adults are still going to play it. I am going to play it. I am an adult. Sure. But the game has a cutesy Disney vibe. Obviously.
I'm going to play it. It's an action RPG.
I know. But the game is like completely rated G, right? Like it's like
what is it?
game.
What is it?
It's rated G. It's
there
rated G. Yeah, it's E for everyone. So anybody can play this game, right? Kids don't have the money, the parents have the money, and parents always buy stuff for their kids around Christmas, which is why I'm saying I think the numbers would be better if it came out in December as opposed to January. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And for the rare time,
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you.
Wow, look at that! Look at that! You got to put a big number 1 up on the big board. Times Danny agreed with Dave. 1. Times Danny disagreed with Dave. Can't even fit that number on the big board.
Every time. Let's not do 1. Let's just say this is the time I agree with you, and then the next time could be 2.
Oh, it could be like it could be just like Christmas too. The second time Danny agreed with me.
There we go. There we go. Now you get it.
Oh, I see.
So we got an extended gameplay trailer of that. It looked cool. It looked, cool. When we saw it at Xbox, I would say they maybe shouldn't have had a release date on the Xbox stage and kept that for their own.
Something,
right? That would have been a big thing. Like, wow, we got an actual release date.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's coming out January 29th, but we already knew that.
Yep.
So, it was okay. Dave, if you had to rate Square, I'm just gonna quote Square. Okay, that's what they're known. I'm gonna say Square. If you had to rate the Square conference or Direct, what would you give it?
All right, you're gonna definitely call me corny on this one.
No, you're not corny. What we used to say when we were kids. You're whack.
You're whack. Wow. I'm gonna give this a rated S.
Another rating of S. Okay.
Rated S for Square. Mm-hmm. This conference was a Square. Listen. It was boring. It was even on all sides. You knew what you were getting. You got a box. That's what this conference was. It's a big old empty box of stuff you've already seen.
You should give it a rated B for box.
B for box. Yeah, big old box of stuff you've already seen. Here you go. Ugh. This is the conference that did not need to be.
Well, you took it back. You took it way back. You took it back not even to when we were kids. You took it back to when our parents were kids.
That's right. I took it back to the 1950s, baby.
Wow, that's when they actually when they called you Square, they actually did a square in the air with their fingers.
Symbol. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Okay. So I think you may be a little more positive on this conference. Your rating.
If I had to give it a rating, I'm gonna give it a big rating of a rated B.
Rated B?
Yeah, for bewildered because I was confused.
B for bewildered. All right, yeah, fair.
I was confused.
Where's all the new stuff? We
already saw Life is Strange at Xbox conference. We already saw the near Automata or Automata, as other people say it, exclusive for Xbox. We already saw that. We already saw Just Cause 4 for Xbox. We already saw that. Final Fantasy MMO. I mean, everyone was happy to see. Well, I'm sure there are people who love to see the matchup with Final Fantasy and Monster Hunter Worlds. They could have showed that at Sony conference, really, and they would have got the same response. Same thing with Dragon Quest 11. They could have showed they didn't need a conference for that or direct. Babylon's Fallen. We don't even know what that is. That was just not even a teaser trailer. I have no idea what that is. Quiet Man, that was cool. Quiet Man was probably the only cool thing they actually showed. It was like, wow, this is why I'm watching this right now. Right?
You get some new stuff you haven't seen before.
Yeah. However, we're gonna get more about that in August. So they could have just waited to August to be honest.
I know. And it was the conference that didn't need to be.
And Kingdom Hearts 3, we already got a release date at the Xbox conference the night before. So
I know.
I was bewildered on why I'm seeing the same thing over again for, I mean, it was about what? I think about 30, 40 minutes long.
Yeah,
right? It wasn't that long.
A little more than a half an hour, you know.
It wasn't that long. So it was just like, why am I watching the same thing over again? Honestly,
I'm with you. I don't know.
Quiet Man was the only thing worth it, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, and then the Tomb Raider, they could have just had that extended trailer play at Xbox or PlayStation, either one. Well, probably Xbox. Obviously, they could have had that extended trailer at Xbox.
It would have been perfectly fine. Everyone would have been happy about that.
Everyone doesn't need. Listen, let's reel them in. Everyone doesn't need to have their own sort of
Conference.
showcase,
Yeah,
right?
no. I mean, it's kind of getting to that point where Devolver Digital had their thing, and Limited Run Games did their own thing. They just publish games that have already been out. What kind of news would they have?
Well, we'll get into that tomorrow because
I know,
I thought it was
but
pretty cool, to be honest with you. And we met a lot of those guys at PAX East.
we did.
So,
Yeah.
I just want to say,
good people.
I just want to say,
Interesting conference they had.
I just want to say congratulations. I thought your conference was awesome.
Spoilers.
I watched it live.
Yeah.
All right. So why don't we take a break and we come back? We get into the Ubisoft conference.
Mm-hmm.
And we're back. All right, let's get into the Ubisoft conference. Last year, you really loved the Ubisoft conference. You thought it was the best conference last year.
It was great last year, especially because we got the Beyond Good and Evil 2 teaser, which nobody expected.
Well, we got Mario and Rabbids, right?
The show, we got Mario Rabbids last year, the game that nobody ever
thought they wanted,
but turned out to be fantastic.
So they started off the conference with, as they always start off the conference, with Just Dance.
Yep.
Something that nobody wants.
Hey! I like the Just Dance series. It's good exercise.
Oh, shut up! You're
no,
right.
I'm serious.
Well, you know what? If you want Just Dance 2018 or 2019 or whatever, I don't even know what number we're up to right now. You can still buy it on the Wii. It's coming out for the Wii and Xbox 360.
That was very interesting. That is a testament to how well the Wii is as a system and how well it's sold. It's in every damn household. Everybody has one. It's at every Goodwill. You can get them anywhere.
Everybody's grandmother still wants to play Just Dance every year.
Right? It's so weird.
It's still coming out.
So weird.
Speaking of Beyond Good and Evil 2, they actually showed a cinematic trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2, which was fantastic on the Dave scale.
I think there was a little bit of gameplay in there too. Am I wrong?
A little bit, but I mean, still, we don't know what this game is. To be honest, I mean, it was mostly cinematic. And obviously they sort of confirmed that it's going to be an action RPG. You can play solo or co-op. They had that Space Monkey program where they bring you along as they develop the game, which was, okay.
Kind of like beta test as it goes, I guess, right?
Yeah, you could sort of beta test it. They want to involve the community in the making of the game, right?
Yeah, which is really awesome. And I mean, I think what you're gonna bring up next is they brought out Joseph Gordon-Levitt, right? He's got his own production studio called Hit Record, right? So he comes out on stage.
2010, yes.
So he comes out on stage and starts kind of talking about like content creation for the game and how they're involving the fans in every way, shape, or form to help create assets and music and whatever else for the game. And it's more than just like, I'm going to submit my song and then we will use your song in the game. Like it's a whole big collaborative effort towards this game.
Well, he clarified on Twitter that they actually did clarify on Twitter because I guess they got cut from the script within the conference that you will get paid if they use the assets. Like if they use the music, use the art, you will get paid. Don't know how that actually works. I think they said he's paid maybe like a few $1 million since the creation of his company in 2010, but I still don't know how that works as far as how you get paid and how much you get paid.
Right.
But I guess it's more so for exposure, right? You do get paid, but I guess you would do it really so you can get exposure for your music or your art for your content. Right?
Sure. I mean, paying the people is the right thing to do, right? Because you're putting somebody's content they gave you for free into their multi-million-dollar game, right? Yeah, you get exposure and whatnot, but the compensation is definitely helpful because these people need to eat, man. They need to eat.
I know, but you want to make this your career, right? So you want to get exposure so someone else can bring you in to make original content for something.
Well, sure, yeah.
But the thing that I loved about this was you could see their passion, like you can hear their passion for the project. I mean, even when they were getting off stage, you can hear one of the creative directors, because I guess they didn't cut their mic off, and she's like, "We nailed it! We nailed it!"
Yeah. That was crazy.
So the disappointing thing is we don't know how far this is in development because we didn't even get a release window.
No, they didn't say anything about it. So I would say like fall 2019 at best. At best.
No, I don't even think. I think this is a next gen game.
I mean, maybe.
It may bridge the gap. It may be a Twilight Princess situation.
Could be. You know,
but
it
I
definitely
honestly
wouldn't
think
be
this-
against Ubisoft. They have done it with Assassin's Creed Black Flag. You know, previous gen, next gen.
So I just think this is a next gen game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just if this was next year, we would need to see like an extended gameplay trailer of it right now. Like right now, like why not? But I think this is so far in development. I think this is like coming out in like 2020, to be honest.
Yeah, that would be a hot console launch game. Let me tell you, if that is the case, you know, that'd be insane.
And then they came out with some Rainbow Six Siege stuff. The community has over like 35 million players, and they talked about like an esports documentary. They following 8 community members and sort of how they became like the esports team.
I think that's going to be a super interesting documentary. I am not really about Rainbow Six Siege or even like hardcore into the first person shooter community, but it's always cool. Ubisoft is definitely going to do a good job. I think it's going to be super compelling. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to it.
The documentary looked cool.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. This is something that I can get sort of like in a YouTube thing, right? Like I don't think this is conference worthy.
I mean it's not huge news by any means, but.
And then after that, well, I'm glad they got it out the way. And then after that, and the only way Ubisoft can do it, that a guy come out in a dirt bike in the middle of the auditorium. Yeah. He gets on stage, and then he fell on the podium and crashed the podium on stage. Now I thought
you got a little bit fooled.
I thought this was real. I mean, and honestly, it still could be real. I cringed at this because I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be like one of the top 10 like fails of like E3 conferences, right? Like it looked like he literally tripped and he fell on the podium. But the podium, in fairness, why I think they haven't confirmed or denied, but why I think this was on purpose, that podium broke too easy. It took too easily.
Right. And it's it's also a game. They're basically like introing the new Trials game, Trials Rising. Which is all about like taking your body and flinging it into objects at super high speed, riding down on a motorbike. So,
but everyone in the audience was confused because everyone was like, "Oh my god!" and like, should we help him? What's going on? And he gets up and he's just like looking like all weird, like he doesn't know what's going on. And then he prompts to the, to the trailer, and then we get the Trials trailer. It's coming out in February 2019. February is now officially Christmas too.
Yep.
Because just as a side note, you have Crackdown 3, I think is coming out February 22nd too. So it's 4 games.
Right. That's
4
right.
games. Anthem, Days Gone, Crackdown 3. What was the 4th game?
And Trials now.
Well, Trials is not coming out. It's coming out in February, not February 22nd.
In February, yeah.
Yeah, but it was another game. I'm missing. That's coming out February 22nd. Oh, yeah. Metro Exodus
is also on the 22nd. Yeah.
Yeah. 20 seconds.
I know it's going to be a loaded day, man. It's the new, like people were saying, it's the new October 27th.
I think you don't think anybody's going to blink. You don't think Crackdown's going to blink. You don't think Days Gone.
Oh, we think they're going to like switch it up and be like, we can't go up against all these AAA games.
We're coming out in March.
I don't know. The game's already been delayed so long. I don't think they can wait any longer.
All of those games have been like delayed.
I know. If they delay again, everyone's just going to be like, nah, I'm done. I'm throwing my arms up.
All right. So Trials looks okay. Not a big dirt bike crashing into stuff.
I mean, I have to say, they're always fun, they're always good to just pick up and play for a little bit and smash a guy into a wall. I'm not like super crazy about them, but I have a good time playing them. I'll say that. Like Trials HD was pretty fun.
Okay. And then they got into the Division 2.
Yep. So, the game me and you are super hyped for.
In its first year, it's going to have 3 downloadable DLC contents coming.
Mm-hmm. All for free, mind you. The first year DLC, 3 packs, all free, which is awesome.
You will be a DC, and they actually showed a sort of like a mission, which looked pretty cool. Yep. I like the Division. We need to get back into it, right? I mean, we
need to play the Division 2.
I said we need to get back into the original Division.
There's nothing to do in that game.
Come on,
I'm not gonna go and buy the extra DLC when 2 is right around the corner.
In preparation of 2, we need to get back into the Division 1.
Oh my God!
Come on.
No.
Come on.
We need to go and finish a way out is what we really need to do.
That too. We need to do a lot of things, Hashtag old man gamers.
Hashtag old man OMG baby.
OMG.
God, now that's becoming a thing.
So you can have an 8-man squad, right?
Mm-hmm. Up from 4.
And
the previous one, yeah.
And they committed to having an even bigger map than Division 1.
Well,
which was pretty small.
Yeah. I mean, it was just Midtown Manhattan. Literally just not even like downtown, not even Union Square, none of that. Not even the Bronx.
We had a little bit of Brooklyn. We had a little bit. That's where the training
as like a training mission, sure. As like welcome to the Division.
So, and then we had a weird, as only Ubisoft can do, concert. The Mario Rabbids concert. It was Donkey Kong themed, right?
Yeah. They brought out legendary composer Grant Kirkhope, who did all the good stuff for Rare back in the day. Donkey Kong Country and Banjo and all that. I thought it was kind of cool, right?
I started doing other things as they were playing.
You weren't about it? I thought it was great. They got like the orchestra out, and they were doing a Donkey Kong theme medley. It was great.
It wasn't.
No?
I wasn't about it. I'll be honest. Listen, I don't want concerts at my conferences, man. If I want to, if you want to start it with
it's pomp and circumstance, man. You got to get people amped and hyped up.
If you want to start the conference with it or end the conference with it, that's cool. But it should not. It should no way be in the middle of the conference.
It was a little surprising, yeah. It was a little surprising.
I was waiting for something else. I was waiting for another themed DLC maybe to come out. So I was like, I started doing other. Actually, this is when I got up and started doing other things. I went to the bathroom. I went to the little boy's room. I went to see A Man About a Horse, as my boss said.
To see A Man About a Horse. Well, I have to say I am amped for the DLC. It's coming out June 26th. I think we already knew the release date for this, but it's good to know that it's coming out in a couple weeks. So I am definitely getting this DLC when it drops. I will tell you that.
So something that now I'm super hyped, as the kids say, or Dave thinks the kids say, hyped for.
Hype is a thing, man.
Skull and Bones. So,
you mean the good version of Sea of Thieves?
Yes, at the version that you have something to do,
right?
Right? I literally was like, wow, it looked like it has a single player campaign, right? That's what it looked like. I haven't confirmed that, but it looks like it has a single player campaign. Yeah. I mean, it's sort of set in a world where piracy is dead, right? So, and then you're sort of set in a world to where you got to sneak around in boats. You got to hide. You got to infiltrate. You can't just go in and start shooting. Cannons blazing, as you say, which pretty cool.
Yeah. So definitely gonna have boat battles. You can definitely disguise your boat, which is what they were kind of showing off. I think in one of the things you can, disguise it as like a merchant ship. And kind of take it onto shore so you can get up and then, do whatever the mission is. I think I'm going to get this. I think I'm going to get this game.
And then, then you can once you rob a ship and get this treasure, you may have a bigger ship coming in. where you may need to call in help. You can call in a squad of three other ships, right? And you have help back up where you actually combat the bigger ship with more weapons. However, once you beat that bigger ship, your teammates can turn on you and try to take your treasure. So that's crazy.
That's the pirate's life, man.
It's pirate's life. There's no honor among thieves.
Nope.
This is what I would think Microsoft would come out with, right? Like it's more sort of like realistic graphics, sort of, right? So I would think that they would come out with something like this, more so than Sea of Thieves, but it looked cool. I'm gonna get it, especially if it has a single player campaign. Then I'm 100% gonna get it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get it if it's no single player campaign. I've already got burned with one pirate open world game. So
yeah, yeah, man.
Then it came out with another game, Transference VR, which they sort of teased last year.
They did, yeah. Nobody knew what it was. Now we got some more info. They brought out Elijah Wood on stage, star after star.
The Hobbit. They brought the Hobbit out.
Yeah, he was a good old Frodo, and I guess it was like his studio. I think it was his
collaboration with his studio, because they, instead of just working on movies, they are now doing games as well.
Right.
Again, it's collaboration. It's not his studio is not working on Transference, but they are. He's got a hand in some of the production, I guess, with the game studio. It's a first-person game. You shifting, you have shifting perspectives.
It is in VR too, which is neat.
It is all in VR. Yes,
it looks like it's going to be a mind trip. I think it's going to be some sort of like puzzle action adventure type game. It looks good. It's coming out fall this year, so we'll have some new VR stuff to play, which is definitely awesome.
Something ain't gonna the headset off.
Yeah. Danny will play it for 5 minutes. Nah, I'm good.
Don't have anything spooky. I don't like spooky games. Damn it! I told you that. I don't like spooky games.
I know.
Just don't be spooky. Don't be spooky.
Can't
everybody wants to scare me in goddamn VR. You want to give me a heart attack? Don't give me spooky games. I don't want spooky games. I'm not playing Resident Evil in fucking VR. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll hold your hand, Danny. You'll be fine.
Thank you.
You'll be fine.
I just want you to put a hand on my shoulder. That's
I got you.
All right. A game I didn't think I wanted. Till now. Oh, actually, I think it was positive. I had positive vibes about this game last year when they sort of teased it. But now I definitely want. Now, 100% I want this game.
Right?
Starlink Battle for Atlas. This is a Toys to Life game. It looked like a sort of 3D shmup. Don't know what the gameplay is really going to be like, because who cares? They introduced Star Fox. Is going to be a playable character in this game.
Yes, the Switch version of this game will get Fox McCloud. I honestly, when I saw Fox come out, I was like, wait, Ubisoft is doing the Star Fox racing game that was rumored? And I was like, no, this is Starlink with Fox as a cameo character. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes more sense.
But this actually, if you think about it, this makes more sense, right? Because everyone is like, why isn't Nintendo bringing out a new Star Fox game, like a traditional Star Fox game? And that's because maybe Star Fox is going to be in this Starlink game that is sort of a traditional-ish type Star Fox game, flight simulator, right? So they don't want to put out another game to
kind of compete with that. Yeah.
Right,
which, that makes sense. And
since they think this may be a thing, even though in 2018, how is Toys to Life going to be a thing? We'll see, because I'm a grown man and I'm going to buy this now. I definitely want
You're all
Star Fox figurine that they're going to have for
They're
it.
going to have the amiibo support for, of course.
Well, it's not amiibo. It's going to be their Starlink figurines, right?
Right.
Because this is a Toys to Life type of game. I will buy this for the Switch, but since people are gonna be hyped to see Star Fox in something else, like a sort of different type of game, maybe not its own, they're gonna capitalize on this, and they're gonna put out another Star Fox game, a total different genre, a racing game. So I understand why we're not getting an original sequel to Star Fox in sort of like a flight simulator type of
Well,
game. Now,
you
I
know,
understand.
we still have yet to hear from Nintendo, but as of now,
but as of right now, we're not getting that. So
and this game is coming out soon. This is this year, October 16th. So,
oh god, more shit for me to buy in October. Oh
I
my
know,
god,
man. Well, there goes your bank account.
yeah, there's my credit card.
You know, you may have to start picking and choosing. I'm just saying.
I don't pick and choose. I buy everything, man.
Well,
I buy everything. So a game that I really loved and I beat, For Honor. They're coming out with more DLC. For Honor, Marching Fire. Looked okay. I'm done. I'll be honest with you. I'm done. Not a multiplayer guy. I'm not going to go in and play against other people.
Yeah.
I played the single player campaign. Pretty cool. Looked good. Loved it.
I mean, it looked like they were adding. I thought they were adding like the Japanese style samurai and whatnot. No, or am I wrong?
You're wrong. They already had the Japanese samurai.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yes. They were adding a different.
I haven't played the game. I don't know.
Well, I'm there for you, man. When you play the game, you play a single player campaign. You play all three modes. Like you play as the knight, you play as the samurai,
and the Viking, right?
And the Viking, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They have a fourth playable sort of mode. It looked sort of like gypsies, right? Like I can't even. It looked okay. I got to be honest. At this point, I was sort of zoning out because I'm like, is this the sequel to For Honor? No, it's DLC. I'm not going back to it. I'm sorry.
Right.
Not my thing. If you didn't play For Honor before, and I suggest you do, because I thought it was a good game. They do have a
Dan Robinson seal of approval.
It does. Well, the story mode definitely has Dan Robinson.
Story's on fire. Okay.
They have the PC Starter Edition for free, June 11th through the 18th. And they have a new mode, multiplayer mode. The new mode is Castle Breach. Right. Yeah, look pretty cool. Definitely not playing that. But it looked cool.
Yep.
Not my type of game. Not my cup of tea. So
the multiplayer part, at least.
All this stuff is really multiplayer. They're not putting a story player component. And if they do, I'll play it. But not my thing. I'll wait for the For Honor 2. You see how that works? For Honor, and then they have For Honor 2, right? They didn't say For Honor 1 because they don't know if there's going to be a sequel. Just saying. Just putting it out there.
I don't know what you're trying to say right now.
Just putting it out there. Just like the next game, right? They had the Crew. Wasn't the Crew 1. It was just the Crew. And now they got the Crew 2.
It was the first Crew game.
Can you tell me? Can you name one game that was actually called Game Insert Name Here 1? That was actually called 1.
Battlefield 1.
I knew you were going to say that.
I knew you were going to bring that up. Battlefield 1. There you go. And actually, it came out last year. So there you go.
I knew you were going to say that.
Battlefield 1.
I knew you were going to say that. I just lined it up.
And then the sequel to Battlefield 1, Battlefield V.
5. They just skipped 4.
Yeah. It's fine. No one's going to get confused.
I set that up for you. I knew you were going to use that one.
I
was hoping you would find something else that
you lobbed that over the plate. That was a softball pitch right over the plate. That's out of the park, baby. That's a grand slam home run. I had 3 men on base. Boom. That's right. Grand slam out of the park. Bottom of the ninth. Game over. Thank you. Yankees win.
No.
All right.
No. Anyway. I passed you the ball and you shot it 3. Yippee-ki-yay. It's the first quarter.
Yeah, that's right, baby. No. I dunked it from half court, NBA Jam style. I'm on fire, baby.
Anyway. So we got the Crew 2 coming out June 29th, but we already knew that.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, it's coming out now, so of course they want to hype it up a little bit. But they did end the conference with something that I honestly didn't think I would be too hyped for, but now I am.
That's right. It's right.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, man.
Because you're not crazy into stealth, but the game isn't all about stealth anymore.
I know, but
it's much more than that.
Yeah, but we had Assassin's Creed Origin, and we thought they were gonna do it bi-yearly now, right? They're not gonna put it out.
I mean that's what they were saying. They were saying they were gonna mix up the franchises a little bit and kind of parse them out a little bit because everyone was getting fatigued because these games were like half complete. I know, but
I'm
looking at you, Unity. I'm looking at you.
This is a totally different Assassin's Creed game. It's in ancient Greece. For the first time, you have character selections. You can pick as a guy, you pick as a girl, pick a male, female.
You can be a female lead protagonist in the game out the get. That's great. That's great.
Yeah. Well, you could choose to be, I should say, because they already have a game where you can
give the option of that, which
means female.
Which means they have double the amount of dialogue to record at least, right?
Yeah, that is true because in this game, it's the first Assassin's Creed game where you have to choose your dialogue and it changes the story.
So that's kind of interesting,
Yeah.
It looks amazing, not to say Origins didn't. Origins was very pretty. This is even more pretty. And you get to play in ancient Greece. Mark my words, they will definitely have the history mode like they do in Origins. To use in classrooms and whatnot, you can kind of explore the world because it's like a living simulation of ancient Greece, as best they can make it.
It looked awesome. I was all for this. It looked beautiful. I'm definitely playing this. It's coming out October 5th. Screw you, Ubisoft, for putting this out this year in October when a million other games are coming out in October.
Oh, you mean during Christmas one?
No, I just mean Christmas.
I don't understand what that holiday is.
You don't understand what the holiday is unless you put a one next to it.
I
understand. And I gotta say, I was a little disappointed. We didn't hear anything about Watch Dogs 3. It is not a thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think, yeah. I mean, it has been a little bit since we've had Watch Dogs. We did have Assassin's Creed and The Division 2 were kind of the cornerstones. Beyond Good and Evil obviously is amazing. They're just trying to get more and more hype, but that game's not going to be for a while. So those are really kind of the two big tent poles of the conference, I think.
So listen, I want this game. I want to play Odyssey, and I want Mario to pop out of nowhere. I want to play as Mario. Matter of fact, I want him to be a playable character in this game. Okay. Why can't he? It's Odyssey. Why can't he be? Why can't he be on this game? I want to play Mario. I want to do character selection. I want it to be male, female, or Mario.
Yeah, male, female, or Mario, right? A little hidden third character option. Be male, female, or Mario.
If you beat the game and find all the collectibles, you can play as Mario. That's what I want. Come on, Ubisoft. You and Nintendo are pretty cool, right?
Right. Yeah.
So why can't Mario be in this game?
Okay. So I think I've been itching to give this conference a rating, and I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna give it a B for better than Square-Enix's conference. Yeah, that's right. Any opportunity I can get to shit on Square Enix because they could have done so much more. They could have had some great games. They could have had some exclusives. They could have saved some stuff. It was the conference that didn't need to be. I'm sorry.
What? What? That was a little weird. I gotta say that was rated W for weird that you actually did that. I mean,
rated W. All right,
you know what?
Listen. You can tell me your rating, and I will judge you harshly on your rating too. So how about that?
Did you? Okay, so I'm gonna put you on the spot right now.
Yeah.
EA or Square? Which one was worse?
Square, because EA at least had some new stuff to show, Granted, they were showing Madden and FIFA, but it was new. They were showing Command & Conquer Rivals. Granted, it was a mobile game, but it was new, At least they had stuff, They were the first out the gate with Anthem, They had stuff for that. I was I was a little excited, and then promptly fell asleep because it wasn't that exciting. But at least they had new stuff,
Aw. I mean, yeah, I guess so. I see your point. See your point. Right. Yeah, no, listen, man, I see your point. It was either one was okay. Either one was okay. I mean,
they weren't bad, but they also weren't great. Yeah.
They weren't great.
Yeah.
They weren't great.
Sure. So if you had to give the Ubisoft conference a grade, letter grade.
Well, rating. No grade. We don't grade anything. We don't grade anything at rated G.
It's a 26. It's a 26 letter scale from A to Z. You can pick anyone.
We rate
and
them.
Use any adjective to describe.
I give it a rated D.
Rated D.
Yeah, for Dizzy.
Rated D for Dizzy, huh?
I was lightheaded and confused. I mean, the guy fell on the podium. I was like, "What's happening?" I literally muted it. I was so embarrassed for him. I was like, "Oh my god! How can this happen? Why did this happen?" I was so bad, and I was like, "Wait, is this part of the conference?" And after that, I never recovered.
You couldn't get back up. You were down.
I couldn't get back up. I really couldn't get back up. I couldn't recover. So anyway, yeah, I call it dizzy. Dizzy. I was dizzy. I was genuinely concerned, and I was like, "Wait, is that part of the conference?" Because I don't know. Because if it wasn't, he played it off really well. So, all right. Why don't we take a break? When we get back, we'll get into the heavy hitters. We're going to talk about Sony's press conference. And we're back again. And let's get into it. Let's get into the heavy hitters.
The final conference of the night.
Sony. We got into Sony. And they didn't waste any time. Okay. They got into it. They got The Last of Us Part 2 extended gameplay trailer.
We got some gameplay, baby. And it looks good.
And you know I hate stealth games. I don't want to be stealth. But god damn, this game looked good. God damn, this game looked good.
You were about it.
I was like, whoa, what is this? They're in the ballroom, they're dancing. What the hell is this? And they got straight into it. She's hiding in the grass, and like it's not even freakers or like the zombies. It's now you're really this is just the post-apocalyptic world, and you're fighting fighting humans. Even though I know freakers will be involved somehow, some way, but this trailer was more so of how you're going to fight against real people. It looked amazing, and you really are going to have to utilize from the trailer at least. You're not going to be able to go totally stealth, and you're definitely not going to be going guns blazing. You're going to have like a mixture of the two, because you're going to have to manage your supplies.
Yeah. I mean, it's I didn't really play the first one all that much, so I don't really know like so much of the story and whatnot, but from the way the gameplay was, and you were kind of like, sneaking around and whatnot, coming up on some people. I mean, just literally like just stake in the neck right around that guy. It was insane. Very, 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 very visceral.
I love it how she ran out of bullets, but she still held that guy at gunpoint, and everyone just hit the guy with like 3 arrows, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna have to let him go. That looked awesome.
Yeah. So it's definitely shaping up to be a very good game. Did we get I forget if they said when the launch is on this.
Nope, we get no launch. It's not coming out this year. I tell you, this is 2019 game.
Could it be Christmas 3? I can't even.
You can't even say that shit with a.
I mean, I would say
Christmas 3 is coming out in July.
No, I would either say like summertime, like July or fall 2019.
You know what? Why don't we put this to bed? Okay. So, Uncharted came out in May. Yes. Yeah, it came out in May. Right. A lot of games came out in April and May. Why don't we say Christmas is from September to December, right? When we do that, and Christmas
I'm in agreement with you so far.
Christmas 2 is from January to May.
No.
Okay, April. That's me. Okay, April.
No. You were no longer in that Christmas 2 zone.
Yes, I tell you why. Because if Christmas 1
kicks off at the end of September, I would argue.
September, October,
end of September.
November.
End of September. It's really October, November, and some of December.
4 months.
No, it's not 4 months. You were incorrect. It's like 2.5 months, honestly.
If it's the end of September, it's still all of October, all of November, all of December.
It's not all of December.
3 months.
It's not all of December.
December, okay.
It's the first couple weeks of December
Dave,
your game
Dave,
can't
Dave.
can't come out on the 24th of December and expect it to sell. This
Tell
is
the
not
people.
how that works.
Tell
Not
the
how that works.
people. Tell the people
that
what
works.
day Christmas falls under.
Oh, it falls under the 25th. If you did not know.
Let me ask you a question. How many days are there in December?
Let me ask you a counter question. How many games come out on the 24th
I just want to know.
How many games come out on the 24th of December?
How many days are in
How
December?
many games come out on the 24th of December? And the answer is 0.
How many days are in December? You didn't answer my question.
I don't know. I am unsure how many days there are in December.
You are unsure how many days are in
I
December.
am unsure. I am 100% sure, though, that no games come out on the 20th, the 21st, the 23rd, or the 24th that matter. That matter. No games come out.
December.
The latest the game is going to come out. The latest the game that's going to come out that's going to matter is going to be on the 17th or the 18th.
There are 6 days left. Less than a week
best.
left after Christmas 1.
Yeah, but no games. But you're. It doesn't matter. No games are going to come out the day before Christmas.
Spider-Man is coming out the first 2 weeks of September. So is that Christmas 1?
I mean, sure, whatever. That can kind of fall into Christmas 1 or not. I mean, it doesn't matter.
So
it's a game that people are going to buy for Christmas.
So Christmas 3 is
no Christmas 3.
So Christmas 2.
We are getting deep in the weeds on this, folks.
Christmas 2 is the end of January until the beginning of April.
No. Christmas 2, in my eyes, begins the day after Christmas. Because if a game releases on the 31st of January...
I love those games that come out on the 29th of December of every year. You know, I love those games.
No. Nothing does, but Christmas is over, which means you're in the next quarter. You're in Christmas too. I mean, come on, think about it. And the only reason I'm saying up until the end of March, which sounds arbitrary, is just that, like, okay, you couldn't make the Christmas deadline for whatever reason, which was the original thing, and then the games would dribble out over the next couple of months. It was always a dry spell. You get the Barbie games, you get the knockoff GTA games, the stupid kart racers. You would get all the bad shovelware stuff, right? Because it didn't need to be there in time for Christmas because no one's going to buy it, right? So that's how that all came about. And now, like, people were wising up and saying, "Hey, we can put out AAA titles now." That's how I see it. Maybe I'm wrong.
Dan Robinson scale. Since we have scales, right? We have the Dave scale, right? Of rating games. We were
talking about the Sony conference here. We're talking about Christmas too.
Before we get into the Sony conference, I am now quantifying.
All right, go ahead. Get into it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So if your game comes out between September 1st and actual Christmas, that is Christmas. That is Christmas season to me. Okay, to me. So from December 1st to December 25th.
Sure, I'll give you that.
Okay. No game ever comes out the last week of December. All right, or New Year's Day.
No game.
Or New Year's Day.
No good game comes out the week before Christmas.
Or the week after. So
sure.
I am saying Christmas 2 is quantified as January 7th. Let's just say 7th. I'm going to say 7th.
January 7th. Why not the day after Christmas?
Till the end of May.
Why is there a dead zone? If a game comes out the day after Christmas,
it is not Christmas.
When does it come out? It comes out in the Twilight Zone. It's the Twilight Zone.
It is not being sold. That's what it is. No one's buying it. That's what it is. Okay. If it comes out between December 26th,
I reject your scale. I'm sorry.
I don't care. I don't care. And January 7th, no one's gonna buy it. So from January 7th to the end of May is Christmas 2.
No. Your scale is vastly inflated. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
It doesn't work out. The math doesn't check out. I crunched the numbers, folks.
If it comes out in the summer, so it comes out in June.
No, there's no Christmas
July,
tree.
August.
Now you're taking this joke way too far.
It is Christmas 3. There is
no Christmas 3. And then what happens? Yeah. Well, okay. If it comes out at the end of August, the beginning of September, is that now Christmas 4? But wait, no, it's back to Christmas 1 again. What are we gonna do?
No, it's
What
back
are we
to
gonna do?
Christmas. There's only 3 Christmases in the world.
Only
It's
three Christmases.
three Christmases. I'll just say it.
I'm gonna go ahead and correct you. There is only one Christmas. All right, there's one Christmas holiday.
You
That is on
made-
the 25th.
You made 2 Christmases, so I can make a third one, damn it, okay? There's 3 Christmases. 3. 1, 2, 3. Count them.
Yeah.
Uno,
Oh.
dos, tres. Okay?
Oh.
I can do it in different languages if you want. It's
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
3 Christmases. Okay.
So how about that? How about that God of War New Game Plus, huh?
It's confirmed.
It's confirmed that they're gonna be a new mode, I guess. So you beat in the game. There's gonna be a new game plus. You can go through it again with like new stuff. That's usually what a new game plus is. You can take your character, play it again with maybe harder enemies, maybe some new stuff unlocked. Who knows?
It's not enough for me to come back.
Real? What? You don't even know what's gonna be in it yet. But they know there's gonna be a new game plus. It's coming.
It's not enough. I can tell you right now, it's not enough for me to come back.
Not that you don't want to play it. You just got too much to play.
I got too much to play, and I already beat it. I already beat it.
Yeah.
I already beat it. Like, it's not. I love it. I love it for what it is. I'm not going
You're
back
done with
to
it.
it.
You're done with it. Yeah.
I'm done. Like
You completed it. Yeah. No, I understand. I want to say that I'm going to go back and play it again under New Game Plus. I don't know if I have the time to do that, as much as I want to. So I think we're in the same boat here.
Yeah, it's done. It's done for me at least.
Yeah.
And then they talked about Call of Duty Black Ops.
Yep.
4 is returning remastered maps.
Yeah, they're bringing back 4 classic maps for 2 Black Ops 4. If you pre-order, apparently, you can get these maps in Black Ops 3, like now, or now-ish, I should say, which was kind of very, 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 very interesting. So they redid the maps to work with Battlefield or Black Ops 3, which will also work in Black Ops 4. If you pre-order, you can get that stuff like now, which is cool,
Well, we knew they had a marketing, sort of deal. So we knew Call of Duty was going to be here. So
Sure. It's always shown at the Sony conference. That's like kind of their thing.
Yeah, so I get that, and that was cool. But what stole the show from me?
Oh,
was Ghost of Tsushima.
It looked beautiful.
My God, and I mean, oh my God, in a good way. Like it was an extended gameplay trailer. This game looks amazing. Wow, like
fantastic on the Dave scale.
Fantastic. You gotta keep fantastic.
Yeah, roll that out. It looks beautiful.
So your means of transport is your horse, is horseback, which seems awesome, which makes sense, obviously. And the combat looks awesome too. I was a little confused. I was like, "Is this co-op?" Because you sort of had help from like a female protagonist who became your enemy, who you had to fight, and then who became your ally again at the end of the mission. Which this mission looks pretty cool, and you could do it stealth. And you can do certain. I guess you could do it stealth, and you can do swords wielding. Now I won't say guns blazing because there are no guns in ancient Japan.
No, this is like feudal Japan. Yeah, feudal Japan. It looks like.
So I was all for it. I was really for this game. I was ready. I was like, this game looks awesome.
I am super hyped for this as well. I don't think we got a release date for this yet.
We did not. Hopefully, I would assume this is a 2019 game.
So it's been in long production. We got I guess we got a teaser last E3 or at the Game Awards. I forget.
No, this came out. They had a teaser. No, they had a teaser. At Paris Games Week, right?
At Paris Games Week, right?
I guess one of it was at Paris Games Week. If it wasn't at Paris Games Week, it was definitely at PSX.
Oh, I think it was a PSX. I think you're right. Okay, so I mean, we've known about it for a little bit. We got some gameplay footage, which looked really good, but no release yet. So definitely 2019. I think, like you said, yeah, probably during Christmas one, right? Fall, probably like fall, I would say.
I would say this is a Christmas-ish game. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And then we got a teaser for a new game. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna assume the name is Control, and this
Yep.
is made by Remedy Games.
One of the only games that we did not know about, which is very interesting. Everything else was like, oh yeah, this game. Oh yeah, this game. Oh yeah, this game. And I think because they had their little panel like before they started doing all the reveals and whatnot and all the trailers. They said like look, don't expect anything new. You're just gonna get in-depth coverage and footage, and you're gonna get to see the stories behind all of these games that you're looking forward to. And they definitely delivered on that. We got in depth on everything. So this was like the one thing that was like brand new.
Well, it looked like sort of like a Quantum Break sequel, right? There was like a female protagonist, and she had a gun that sort of shifted and morphed a little bit, right?
Yeah. Looked a little like Inception a little bit, and the room starts like spinning and warping around and whatnot.
And all right, so Quantum Break, Remedy's game. What was the first game? With sort of like the author. He was like an author, and he was like sort of like a dark game.
Oh, that was Alan Wake, I think.
Alan Wake. So they had Alan Wake. They had Quantum Break. Quantum Break was an Xbox exclusive, which I liked. I really liked that game. I mean,
you did.
I like it. Yeah, that game was a solid 6 or 7 by a lot of different outlets. It was definitely an 8.5 if I had to score it. This sort of looked like an Alan Wake sequel, Control. So I really like this game. I'm looking forward to it. I got hyped. I was like, wow. As soon as it came out, before the word Control came out, I was like, this is Quantum Break 2. It's multi-platform. Yes. Yes.
Wow. There you go. There's one man who's saying that, and his name is Dan Robinson.
Damn right. You know what? Dan Robinson said, damn right. Okay? Damn right. I'm gonna a t-shirt that said damn right. Not like Farouk in WWE that just says damn. I want to say damn right. Okay. But then the next game they showed, I know you're really happy for, right? I know you were going crazy over because you're a big RE fan. If you don't know what that means,
come on,
that
man.
means Resident Evil.
Resident Evil 2 was, the classic returns. I thought Leon looked a little bit weird, if I have to be critical about it. But still very happy for this. It does look amazing. No word on a VR for this, so I don't think my prediction's going to come true on this one. I really thought they were going to be like, and also coming in VR.
Well, at first we didn't know what this was because it was just like you were seeing through the eyes of a rat, and
oh, I knew.
The cop, the cop was just throwing you around. He was like, what the hell is going on, right? So it's coming out January 25th, 2019, and it's Resident Evil 2. I mean, it looked awesome. It looked cool. Yeah. I was ready for this. It's coming out 4 days before Kingdom Hearts 3. Right?
And 3 days after everything. 3 days after Anthem, and 3 days after Days Gone, and 3 days after Crackdown.
No, that's February 22nd.
February 22nd. That's right.
That is 4 weeks before.
4 weeks before it.
So we have 4 weeks to play.
I'm all over the place.
2. Yeah, you are all over the place. You are all over the place. You're just hyped. You're just super hyped for Resident Evil 2. The remake.
know, it's good. It's good.
So after that, we get some teaser for some new Rick and Morty. Well, from the creators of Rick and Morty, right?
Justin Roiland is a big hand in this. Probably the writer, and obviously he was doing some of the voices there. It's Trover Saves the Universe. It feels very Rick and Morty-ish. It has a very big, bright, cartoony style. Same kind of humor, it seems. So we'll see. We'll see what comes of this game. It looks like it's like a third-person kind of run-around platformer type game in 3D. So we'll see. We'll see.
And then after that, we got Another Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer. This is the third trailer.
Well, this is new. This is new footage, right? We got to see the Pirate Kingdom returns. We have Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean, yeah.
Right. So we have Jack Sparrow and Barbossa, and everybody was kind of featured there. So that was kind of cool. And there's a limited edition PS4 that's coming out. Which has Kingdom Hearts design on there, and then the game will be bundled in and whatnot. So you don't have a PS4, you can get one of those, or pick it up if you're a collector for sure. What kind of cool?
And then we get a bundle all in one game.
Yep. So
for
we
PS4.
we get the Kingdom Hearts 1.5, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Mix, and Kingdom Hearts 3 together. So that's kind of very interesting. You basically get everything in this one giant package, which is nice.
That's cool. And then we got the WTF moment of the conference. I got to be honest. I have no fucking clue what I was watching.
I have a better idea of what this game is about.
Really? Because I have more questions than answers on this.
I know what the whole baby is about now, at least,
Really? Because I want you to explain this to me. We saw actual gameplay footage of Death Stranding. Please explain to me what the fuck is the baby? Because the
baby is obviously some sort of power source that kind of runs the little antenna beacon thing that alerts you if enemies are nearby. That's what I think is going on there. Right, because he's like banging on the thing, like, "Baby, you in there? You making the juice to make my battery go or whatever?" Like, because he's like the thing that powers it. That's what it seems like, right? I could be completely wrong about that. It does look like the monsters can only hear and not see, right? Because you see like Norman Reedus' character is like,
and they're invisible.
Yeah, though they're also invisible, and they're kind of like walking right by him and whatnot. And then some girl taps him on the shoulder, and she's like, "Be quiet, be quiet," So I think they're blind. The enemies are blind, and they can hear, like much like a Quiet Place. The movie that came out just not too long ago. So if that's not it, I would be very surprised. But it looks like that is a main game mechanic. And then. The baby powered antenna thing. I could be completely wrong. I don't know, but that's kind of what it seems like.
I have no idea what the fuck.
Yeah, but you're still excited for it though, right? That's the fucking Kojima. That's the power of Kojima.
He literally had like all of these. I don't even know what to explain. He was like carrying a bunch of like storage things on his back. Sneaking across the terrain and climbing the fucking mountain, and then what the fuck are you doing? I have no idea
but you're still gonna get this game. I know you're bewildered right now, but you're still gonna buy it. And,
you know what?
You're gonna play it, and you're gonna love it.
This game alone is rated C for confused because I have no idea what this game is rated WTF. What the fuck am I watching? What the fuck am I doing? I have no idea. I'm sorry. We're getting explicit rating because I have no idea what the fuck I was doing.
Oh, that is perfectly fine. I'm sure millions of Americans right now are like, "What is this game? When is it coming out? And when can I pre-order it?"
Then we got sort of a lighter moment.
And
we got a trailer for a game I didn't. I mean, it's pretty early to get a sequel because it came out last year, right?
Got a Neo 2 is coming.
It is coming.
Teaser for it, looked pretty good. Yeah, definitely looked pretty good.
Yeah, they did sort of differently the conference. I mean, we knew we weren't gonna get anything crazy because they sort of like prepped us for it that we were getting crazy. And they were like in this church for the God of War. I honestly, when we were in a church, like this church setting that they built for the not God of War, for the Last of Us 2 trailer when they started it. I literally thought they were going to put them in different auditoriums because we had like intermission. I thought
that would have been crazy. Yeah.
I thought we were going to have different auditoriums for all 4 games that they were going to do. Sort of at the end of the conference, they sort of had like a new VR game from Software, a VR game of all games, which kind of looked different, right? Like I this is not a Bloodborne 2 or Demon Souls or anything like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was different. They didn't show a lot of VR games, which I'm sure was by design. They did announce a couple of VR games prior to E3.
Yeah,
And then they
we got like the Tetris game that's coming out, and a couple other ones. The lightsaber attack game, which was also shown here.
Yeah, I mean we saw a Destiny 2 Forsaken DLC too, right?
We did, yeah, there was that.
You know, we got what was that? Ghost Giant and the Beat Saber, which were all games that they
Beat
announced
Saber is
prior
the
to
one.
E3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the big thing was they ended the conference with Spider-Man, which is coming out Christmas-ish.
Mm-hmm.
First 2 weeks of September. And we got extended gameplay, and we got to see some new enemies, right?
We did.
And it looks like the Sinister Six are going to be in this game, right? You
Mm-hmm.
can play against Vulture, Shockmaster, or Shocker. Was it Shocker or Shockmaster? I forgot his name.
I don't think it was
Shocker.
The Shocker, I think it is the Shocker, yeah. Which is a very unfortunate name for a villain.
Well, at least it's not played by Jamie Foxx.
All right.
Vulture, Rhino, and the other bad guy, which is a lesser known bad guy that they made like sort of like a main bad guy in the first trailer we saw last year.
Mm-hmm.
But we had five bad guys, and there was a sixth guy that they're keeping secret because Spider-Man was like, "Oh, it's you," and then it cut.
Yeah, it was really cool because they interwove gameplay with CG scenes into this one big cinematic thing, and then it comes to a head on the roof, and the five villains are there, and then the sixth guy comes in. You're wondering who that is. You were speculating it was Mysterio, possibly.
I wanted to be Mysterio because that makes sense. That would make sense. Bring another character that sort of didn't get a lot of fanfare until like the TV show, right? Mm-hmm. And will he have the big globe on his head, or will he look different? That would be cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it would be cool to have Mysterio.
It definitely a great way to end the show. Very hyped for this. It looks beautiful. I think we're definitely both going to be all over this for sure.
Well, coming out September, Christmas season.
Mm-hmm. Christmas one.
Christmas season. Christmas one Christmas season. This guy, Christmas.
Oh boy. So yeah, I think that about covers it, doesn't it?
Well, what would you rate the Sony conference if you had to give it a rating?
That's right. We got to give it a rating. I'm going to give it a rated E. Rated E for expected. Not in a bad way. It's just we knew everything that was going to be shown. There were almost zero surprises. Anything that was a surprise wasn't really anything like a crazy surprise. There was no PS5 bomb drop. There was no like crazy new VR games or anything like that. There was no hey, we're gonna bring back your fan favorite Tekken 1, 2, and 3, and we're gonna remaster all these games on PS4. None of those like big moments. It was all just like games we were looking forward to and just wanted to see more stuff of. And that's exactly what we got. Sony delivered exactly what we wanted, I think, in this conference.
Okay, that was cool. Mm-hmm. I like that one.
Okay.
I
had to kind of back up my rating there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I went back and forth with my rating.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go. I give it a rated R. For robust.
Ooh, yeah, very nice. A meaty conference.
It was meaty. It was healthy. It was strong.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we didn't get any new surprises other than what I'm going to call Quantum Break 2 Control.
Control.
But I thought it was robust. I thought it just sort of solidified their position. Right. Yep. They give you great first part, like single player experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what you want. This is our audience. They cater to their audience.
Yep.
So I thought it was pretty cool. And I thought it was really good. So
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait for Nintendo's
I know.
tomorrow.
Yep. So we're gonna do Nintendo's tomorrow, and we're gonna go over limited run games. Maybe talk a little bit of the PC conference, which we haven't really talked about. Because that's my jam. I know Dan's not maybe so much about it, but
No, we can go over the PC conference.
Yeah.
The PC conference usually goes pretty long from experience.
well,
Right.
there's a lot to go over.
There is a lot to go over. I'm sure we want to go over that new graphics card that costs like $1 bajillion.
A bajillion dollars. Yeah. How many zeros is that?
Enough to be a bajillion.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
more than
Fun little side note. The thing that everybody thought was a joke, which is like kind of a tongue-in-cheek joke, but is an actual thing. There is an Alexa skill you can download to play Skyrim on your Amazon Alexa.
Alexa, eat all cheese. All of them.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes. Yes, you can do that, right? They give you like the prompts. You tell it what to do. It's a lot of yes no stuff. So if you want to have a fun little 5-minute kick, I suggest downloading that skill and playing because it's pretty cool. But that about wraps up our second, the third day of E3, our second podcast coverage of the E3 2018 convention. So we want to thank you guys for sticking with us and for being fans and for doing all the good stuff that you guys do. If you want to interact with us, you can do so on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, YouTube, and Vero at Rated G for Gamers. You can always email us at info@ratedgforgamers.com. So please like, listen, subscribe, and as always,
Keep gaming.